Alrighty, this is the Goat Showtime show, home of your Kansas City Goats and sports talk. Today is the championship special. We have Jordan Barton and hopefully joining us soon, uh, QB from the Columbus Lions, Mr. Brooks himself, and like I said, Omaha's game-winning touchdown player Jordan Barton, and my co-host Jeffrey Carver. I do want to thank you for coming on the show, Jordan.
Appreciate you for having me.
I know that game with Sioux City was really hard. You guys were tired, tuckered out. So my main question is, what was your guys' game plan coming into the game and out of the game?
Mostly all season we kind of kept it relatively simple compared to what we could have done. But going into what we considered our playoffs, the last 2 weeks of the season or so, heading into the actual playoff championship game, we wanted to. So, knowing that we had some former players that were on Sioux City now, possibly knowing our game plan, we decided to come out in quads and a little bit. We'll try and get up in the run, but for whatever reason, just didn't happen like that. And the pass game was more of our style for that game. So just happened to play out like that, and I'm not complaining about it.
Yeah. I know watching the whole game, you had one or a couple of huge plays. First one was a throw from Tommy Armstrong to you to the 1 yard line to get the first score of the game. What was your main thought when you were going in on that one?
But they just they kind of played me a little bit. I think I got the ball across the plane, but we won't talk about that.
I know with the Omaha Beef, you guys just created a whole dynasty together. I don't know if you would call Omaha a dynasty right now, but I want your opinion on if they are a dynasty or not.
Obviously, I'm going to be a little biased, but regardless of my viewpoint, mid-lie, stats don't. And the stats say that over a 2-year span, we have been 21-0. Of those 21 games, I'm sure at least 30 scored 50-plus points. I don't know what our points for and points against are, but yeah, I would consider us to be the Alabama of indoor football at this point in time.
Yeah. Jeffrey, do you have any questions for him right now?
What was your biggest flaw in the game? I mean, when it came down to being an all-tie game at 40 apiece, what did you think needed to happen in order for y'all guys to win the game?
Well, I needed to get the snaps down. What happened on the whole scheme of things. Kicking game wasn't really executing well. A little high, maybe whatever. Well as protection, we weren't blocking up front as well as we could have been. So a couple of kicks got blocked or rushed or what may have you. So I feel like if we would have been firing on all cylinders, which I think that game was the most complete game we've played all season in terms of offense and defense, if we would have done it in special teams as well to close out the game, we would have got out of there in the fourth quarter instead of double overtime.
Oh, that's good to know. I mean, were y'all prepared coming into this game, or were y'all mainly just trying to keep it as good as y'all could to keep being ahead when y'all had the score in your hand?
No, we were very well prepared. Coach Tatum drew up a very well thought out game plan that I felt like we executed pretty well. Throwing a couple wrinkles in there, with the trick play, obviously the first play, fake toss left, soft throw. I just feel like the team as a whole played a very well executed game, and it was really good to see it all together on the last game of the season.
On to the AIF. I don't know if you watched the game, Jordan, with Corpus Christi getting beat by double digits to Columbus to become the first back-to-back champions in the AIF, just like you guys become the first undefeated team in the NAL. What were your main thoughts on Columbus on that game?
Yeah, so I got a couple of homeboys I played with, previously that are on the Tritons team. One of which is Richie Anderson, Smash Jones, and funny enough, Coach Chavez was actually my receivers coach whenever I was at A&M Kingsville my freshman year. So I was watching the game pretty closely. It's tough to see my boys go down, but Columbus has been on a little bit of a tear here recently. I definitely think that, the argument could be made that they could step up and play a little bit better competition. But, without a doubt, what they've done is, remarkable, and I'm not taking anything away from them.
Yeah. Not to cause any controversy, I know people kept saying that Corpus Christi lost because the refs handed Columbus the game. I don't believe that the refs handed that game to Columbus. That was a hard-fought game, and it was to the point where Columbus just pressed on the gas and would not let go. Just like you guys in Omaha, press on that gas, then just lightly let up, then just in overtime, press on that gas a lot harder, put more pressure on Sioux City to get that last touchdown to win the game and that winning field goal to win the NAL. What are your main thoughts on that controversy of people saying the refs gave Columbus that game?
I feel like the controversy is going to be something that talking points for media pundits like yourself and fans talk about after the game. As a football player, I don't really feel like the refs have or should have, that much of an effect on the game. I feel like, if you're going to say that the refs cost you to lose a game, weren't being efficient offensively or defensively, and you need to go back to the practice field. So could refs have maybe made better calls at certain situations? Maybe so, maybe not. But again, if you're coming out and you're clicking in a championship game how you should be, it shouldn't be left to the refs' hands.
And also, Jeffrey, what are your thoughts on that, on the controversy of the refs? Jeff,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on the controversy of people saying the refs are giving Columbus the game against the Tritons?
I couldn't hear you.
What are your thoughts on the refs, on the controversy of the refs giving the game to Columbus?
I think that the refs just gave Columbus the win. That's all I have to say. I think they wanted Columbus to win. I think it was just an all-out brawl, and I think they were just cheaters, and I think they got their way.
Hold on. I'm gonna go put my kid in the living room.
So, Jordan, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
We do have a guest joining.
Um,
It is Marcus
how would
Brooks.
y'all like to play Columbus?
Alrighty. We do have a guest joining. It is Marcus Brooks from the Columbus Lions. Like Jeff and I asked Jordan, we just asked him, what were your thoughts on the controversy? Because people keep saying that the refs gave you guys a game against Corpus Christi.
They did?
Yeah, they've been saying. I've been seeing it all over Facebook.
Oh, how?
I have a few Corpus Christi guys. I think one of them was a former Topeka Tropic here.
Oh, I mean, that's a first to me. I feel like we had a bunch of penalties, so I don't see how the refs gave it to us. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk bad about the Trojans. I ain't got nothing but respect for them.
Yeah. Then I think I asked you earlier before we got on the live if you watched NAL paddle game the day after you guys won the game against Corpus Christi. What were your thoughts on that game with it going into double overtime and with the game-winning catch from our guest, the guy that's right up on the corner, Mr. Jordan Barton?
Man, I caught the end of it. Actually, if I'm being honest, the only play I saw was that final catch. It was just a long day for me, but I mean, it was a good. From what I can tell from the score, it was a good game. It looked like a high-scoring arena game, and the Beef did what they've been doing for the last couple of years, finding a way to win.
Facts.
On Columbus, what was your guys' game plan and what was it coming out of the game and going into halftime?
All right, so the game plan was just do what we do. Don't try to change anything of what we do. They got to respond to us as much as we got to respond to them. And just as long as we play our game, don't turn the ball over, make many mistakes, we felt we had a good chance of winning. We knew they were going to be physical. They knew they were going to come out pumped up, and we just had to do what we do.
Jeff, do you have any questions for him?
Hey, Marcus, how would you like to play against Jordan Barton if y'all had the opportunity to play the Beef?
Set it up. Set it up.
Hey, I like it. I respect it. Like we were talking about before, I think at the end of the day, the best thing for both leagues would be to combine. So I think that might be something that we will see in the future, and something I look forward to.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, I think everybody wants the Lions versus Beef game. So set it up.
With you guys saying you guys want to go up against each other and set that game up, it would be the battle of the champions from back-to-back champions. Who's going to win it or who's going to lose it? My guess, and it's going to be a very close game, it's going to be Omaha by 1.
I think it would be. I think it would be Omaha by 2.
By 1 or 2 points, you keep it that close. I think I'm gonna pull it out.
On to the UFL. We did have the San Antonio Brahmas versus the Birmingham Stallions, a blowout with the former Kansas State Wildcat, Nebraska Husker, Adrian Martinez coming out as the MVP of the UFL. What were your guys' thoughts on how that game played out, and what did San Antonio need to work on, and how do they need to work on it in the offseason?
I honestly missed it. I was at work yesterday.
I mean, I will say I was a little disappointed in the score, 25-0. I'd like to see better quality football for a championship game. As far as Adrian Martinez goes, I'm not a Nebraska fan, but being that my QB won, My QB1 is from Nebraska. It's good to see Nebraska quarterbacks getting some love, and MVP status and stuff like that. So hopefully the league pops off a little bit better next year. I was seeing some problems with attendance and stuff like that outside of St. Louis. So I don't know what y'all think on that, but
Yeah. My thoughts on it were San Antonio had injured players. They had Mr. Destroying Delay Hay get injured halfway into the season. I don't know if that caused any problems with the team coming into the championship game, not having him and or using any trick plays. I know they just got totally destroyed by Birmingham. Repeat for them, first ever for a team like that. It's very hard to go for a three-peat. Like you even said it, Jordan. It's hard to go for a three-peat. And I think Marcus would agree it's going to be very hard to go for a three-peat, even in arena football.
Yeah, everybody's gunning for you. You are the target.
But we're going to go off to the IFL. We did just have an upset last night against the Bay Area Panthers with San Diego beating them 42-41. I don't know if you guys watched that game. From what I've seen, it was a really good game, really hard fight. Bay Area's first loss of the year. They do have playoff brackets starting to pile up, having multiple guys go in, or multiple teams going from Bay Area to Vegas to Quad City and more. What is your thoughts on what the IFL is going to do and how these teams are going to play out?
I'm gonna be honest. I've been locked in on season after season. I've been partying, so I don't even know what to tell you right now, big dog.
Yeah, I can't speak on them either. I don't know nothing going on with them.
Well, I have a question for all four of you guys. Justin Kilm just put on there that he said we got some likes coming up on the comments, and he did comment on our show. And he wants to know how if we were to play in a bigger arena size for football, who would host the most championships in a year?
Wait, say that question again.
How many championships can you get in a year if you were to play every month for a championship?
I don't know. I know Ponce De Leon, one of our DBs, got 3 championships last year. He got one in the CIF, he got one in the IFL, and then he got one in the X League in Japan. So if you can put your body through more football than that in a year and get more than 3, then more power to you.
I know my dad was wanting me to ask you guys this. What's it like playing in a loud arena during a title game, even if it's at home?
Well, I can speak for myself. I honestly don't hear the noise. I be locked in on the game. I guess it's just something that I'm accustomed to. I don't hear it.
Yeah, I mean, we practice with a speaker at full blast anyways, just to try and get used to the cowbells and all the tomfoolery that beef fans be doing. But, you know, like Marcus said, once you're in the game as a player, I feel like you're pretty locked in. I mean, At me as a receiver, I'm watching the ball anyways, and the quarterback's giving me the hands to go. So the crowd noise don't really affect me. At O-line at center, I mean, yeah, I might have to go silent count, have the guard, tap the center, let them know when to snap it. But, it's all manageable. It's nothing too crazy. Just makes for a good game.
Yeah. Also with Columbus fans, I have seen that they are very passionate about their team. And same with Omaha, seeing that sea of orange. I've been in Omaha Stadium or arena in the sea of orange when the Topeka Tropics were in town. What is the most favorite part about playing in both arenas and seeing all that color for all that support?
I mean, for me, I really enjoy just the electricity that goes in the air whenever you get in the end zone, and it's that brief moment of silence, and everyone's trying to see the back judge whether he gives the hand up, and then all of a sudden it's that roar. There's kind of nothing like it. I'm sure Marcus feels the same way. It feels nice to have a fan base that supports you, both on and off the field. Just wants to, achieve the same goals that, the players want to, which is a championship at the end of the day. So,
Yeah. I don't know if anyone's been watching the AL, the Arena League, as of late, even on your days off. It's a whole different league. It's very crazy. There's no field goals. There's no kickoffs.
yeah,
Which is a very confusing league because I'm so used to seeing kickoffs inside of an arena instead of throw-offs.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Me in college, I'm not gonna hold you. I had no inclination that I was gonna go play arena football. Like I just, it wasn't something that I was into. I played it, I loved it, and I'm still playing it. But the 6-man game, I watched I don't know, maybe 5 minutes of that, and it was center tossing it to somebody else, tossing it to the quarterback, then quarterback run. I feel like I'm playing backyard flag football in 2nd grade. Like I'm going off for 10 touchdowns and getting a drink of water. Like I don't know.
I haven't paid any attention. I saw the rules. It was 6-man. Quarterback can't run. It was just different.
Well, he can
It's a whole-
run, but they have to snap the ball to like a running back who then snaps it to the quarterback who then he can either throw or pass. It's like
It's kind of like flag football.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
of course the show's name is after one of the Arena League teams, which is just right down the road from where I live, is in Kansas City, the Kansas City Goats. They have I believe it was a couple weeks ago, they put up 91 against the Iowa Woo. This week they put up 58 against them.
The same team?
The Iowa Woo, they played them twice back to back.
90. So that's crazy.
99 to 54?
91, yeah, 91-54.
That's a big drop off right there.
I've never seen an arena game get that high on the scoreboard.
I mean,
The last time
there's a lot more.
The last time I saw that was
6-man. It's not 8.
But the last time I saw a score get that high was when Topeka had the Kansas Coyotes from 2003 to 2012. From them winning the 6 titles all back to back.
Was there any defense?
There were a lot of fans. It wasn't any 6-man. It was straight up. I forgot how many man play your guys' game. It was the same guy. How many guys you guys have on the field?
8.
8-man. Yeah, they put up 100 against.
Pretty sure it's no.
It was the APFL. That was 8-man.
Okay, got you.
and they put up 100 up against the former Iowa Blackhawks and Mid City Outlaws.
Gotcha.
And it has never been done again here in Topeka or in arena football
100 points.
after that all happened.
100.
Uh-huh.
I think I came close twice.
I mean, I know
But-
Omaha scored 82 on Wyoming when I played for Wyoming in 22.
Yeah.
That's the closest I've ever.
I think in 2018, I might have scored like 99 with the Georgia Doom.
That's crazy.
That is really crazy. I know with the Kansas City Goats, they are 3-0. Started off really strong. Just like Omaha and just like Columbus. I don't know what you guys want to see more of a rule change or what y'all want to see more from the Arena League than what they have now from the throw-offs to playing six-man.
I can't speak on the Arena League. I don't know anything about it. The rule changes, I think they just want to be different from what we play.
Alrighty. But I'm gonna get off here. I do want to thank Jordan Barton for coming on the show, and your Columbus Lions QB championship winning player Marcus Brooks. Congratulations on your title, and enjoy that.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you for having
And
me.
get back on that off season and start grinding.
I got you.
But thank you for coming on the show. My name is Sean Oliva. This is the Kansas City Goat Sports and Talk Show. Thank you for coming on and watching. Have a good night.
All right.